talk about the beginning of that, the title of this talk, which is making the move, right? I'm not talking about making that move. I'm talking about making a real move that moves you toward those things you love the most. Those things that you love the most are only going to become known to you if you do the kind of self-knowledge that our good friend Aristotle talks about when he says you've got to know 4 things. One of his favorites is you got to know what you desire and fear. What do you really desire? What are your deepest longings? Because that is where you're going to either get on or off the program. What do you long for and what are your fears? What are the things that hold you back in those transitions? The next piece of information about dating transitions that you need to know, a little self-knowledge. I said this to grad students last year, and they were like, oh, shoot, because grad students are very busy. They like to think that they have a lot of self-knowledge, but they don't. And I mean, they have some, whatever, they're fine. But what we need to know is about ourselves is, why do I sometimes stay too long or leave too soon from a relationship or from a dating situation? Why do I run away too soon or stay too long, right? Those are things we need to know about ourselves. And what are our desires and our fears? The other thing we need to know is we need to know what we're doing, right? So we need to also know sort of, are we doing level 1, level 2, level 3 dating? Because again, as I say, don't be going into a level 1 date all sort of like, oh my gosh, you're so fabulous, I think I want to marry you. Or, don't go into a level 1 date sort of like, are our faith lives compatible? What do you really think about, what do you think about Obamacare? Because I really need to know. It's a deal breaker for me. A level 1 date is not you putting out your litmus test, right? So you need to know if you come in with too much and you leave too soon, you give yourself excuses to leave too soon, or you stay too long with somebody and you don't know how to do that moving on, right? The last piece of self-knowledge that I think we need is how to find, and if you ever heard me speak at orientation, this is going to be that again. You need to find one good friend who can help you figure all of this stuff out. One good friend who knows you really well, who wants the best for you, somebody who doesn't want subconsciously to tear you down on this. Because even some of our best friends sometimes weirdly don't want us to succeed on this. And so you need a lot of self-knowledge because you need to know who are the people. There's plenty of people who are friends of ours who just can't be this support for us, who just can't help us with this. But you need to know who are the friends who really can be with me when I'm trying to navigate this, when I'm trying to figure this out.